Hi guys, welcome back to another video. We're here back at Graham Hills. The weather is perfect, it's optimal. It's a little drizzly. We had a bunch of rain the last 2 days, so this trail is going to be completely different than it was on Tuesday when we were here earlier in the week. We have 12 to 14 today. We have Kevin, we have Chris, gonna come with me as long as we can go. On our last video, somebody commented on the last video and they mentioned this really good line that I want to say. They said, running alone equals faster, running together equals further and more fun. And that's very true. When you run a group, way better, way more fun. When you run alone, the mental battle, it's definitely a lot tougher to run alone, but you know, I like to train, you know, by myself sometimes, but definitely running the group way more fun. Today, like I said, 12 to 14. We already have our hydrate and our bulk sack from Transparent Lab. We have the secret code, the secret ingredient to running far and running fast. Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Okay, so we're gonna be doing our 2.5 mile loop, 3 mile loop, coming back to the truck, hydrating, and should be a fun run. I'm excited to get in the trail and not eat shit. It's 11 o'clock, so we're gonna jump in there, and we'll see you guys back when we get back to the truck. Right. Alright, so 3 loops in, hour 53, we're at mile 7.8. So this last loop, or loop and a half, I'm really just gonna try to push it. But these first 3 loops, I've kind of found like a happy balance between where to push through and walk, where to, you know, get back in the rhythm, jogging and pace myself. So this last loop, I'm gonna really try to push it. On this run yesterday, I picked up the Coros Apex Pro 2 to be able to track data twice. The one thing about the Coros that the Garmin doesn't have is heart rate monitor on the arm, as well as a hub on the desktop for tracking data. So like Kevin can track the data with Training Peaks, Lance can track the data with Training Peaks. Just like more data, the better. What's really weird is both 153, Coros is showing 6.96, Garmin is showing 7.83, so it's good. That's why it's good to have 2 different sources of data, as well as All Trails. Let me see my phone.
You're at 7.68.
All Trails is showing 7.68, so that's why it's always good to have multiple sources when you do care about the data that much, having multiple avenues of recording data, because at the end of the day, not all of it is 100% accurate, but as long as you can find a ballpark or find like a median between all 3 of them, that'll give us the best data. So like I said, 1 more loop should put us at the 10 mile mark. Today, I wanted to get 12. You know, unfortunately, sometimes when you run with a group, the pace slows down. Some people break ankles.
Not my fault.
So now I need to make up for time. 1 more loop, and we should wrap it up soon, so I'll be right.
Just wait until I get my Lone Peaks, alright?
Wait till you get what?
My Lone Peaks.
Nike trail running only though.
Maybe.
Team Nike. Bye-bye. So last episode I spoke about surrounding myself with the right people for level 100 prep. That will be a huge proponent. Having a really good team to lean on, to surround myself with. You know, I talked about it last time. I don't want to surround myself with cheerleaders. Cheerleaders do not help you. You know, at the end of the day, when your team is down 45-0, cheerleaders go quiet. Motivators are the ones that pick you up. I need people that are going to be around me, that are going to pick me up and push me down the hill. They're going to pick me up and tell me to move faster. They're going to hold me accountable. not cheer me on when I'm not at my best, or cheer me on when I'm not performing at the level that I need to perform at, or I know that I'm capable of performing at. And, you know, it fucking sounds cliche, but that's the true success, is building a team, surrounding yourself with those type of people. And I'm very fortunate that the team I have are a bunch of killers. Everybody that's in my crew wants to get better. They want me to push my own boundaries. They want me to keep going. And, you know, I think that's going to be the key to my success, is my team. Because, you know what, without my team, I'm not pushing myself every day. I'm not pushing them every day. They're not pushing me every day. So just wanted to touch on that, because I know I get a bunch of people that ask me about Leadville training, specifically, you know, the mental battle. Last episode, we talked a lot about the mental game. And let me tell you something. The mental game is 50% of the battle. When I'm climbing that hill, or when I'm in here training, just knowing that every step, every loop I take is just getting me one step closer to that mountain and to that race, man, that gives me chills, just knowing, you know, every single day I am one step closer to Leadville 100, to being at that start line with my headlamp, my water, everything, my team behind me, you know, ready to push me through it. Man, I talk about it to Kaylee all the time. Every day I say, you know, I lose sleep at night, just so excited to tackle what tomorrow's challenge is going to be, because I just want to be better than what I did the day before. And I lose sleep at night getting excited for what tomorrow's workout's going to be. So like I said, we got today's workout, wrap up this 10-mile loop, 10-12, and then gonna go home, hit a workout. So let's get moving now. All right, so recap of this Friday run. We did 10.4 on the Garmin, and the Coros was 9.3. Both 2:28:52, 2:28:57 on the Garmin, 2:28:52 on the Coros. Garmin had me at a 14:21 pace, and Coros had me at 15:57 pace with 11:52 as my best. This was 14:21 pace, and I don't know where to find my best pace on the Garmin. 10 miles in, it was a good run. This was the first time of the 10-mile runs, or being here, where my feet started to hurt a lot by like mile 7. On the last loop, I actually busted my ankle a little bit on one part, and my feet really took a beating in these Zagama 2s. But great work. I talk about on one part of the trail where, for me, like I always say every episode, doesn't matter. My pace is not my priority. My time on feet is my priority. Making sure that I'm pushing it when I have to push it, and pull back and recover when I have to recover. So great run today, good work. We're gonna go back to the gym, change, get a workout in, and then go eat some food, because I am depleted and tired and I need a nice bath. So let's go. How's your ankle?
Oh, I'm gonna feel it tomorrow.
I am feeling fantastic, actually. I actually do feel fantastic.
You are so
yeah, that's literally all sweat. Lift today, we're back at Ironville, New York. It's a late lift tonight. It's a leg day. First part of this video, we were at Graham Hills. And it's been probably, I'd say, 2 days since then. So not a lot's happened. We had member day on Saturday, took Sunday off, back at the gym on Friday, or back on the gym, today's Monday. Leg day today, nothing really special. I actually leave tomorrow for South Carolina, so that's going to be interesting, trying to film and try to train for that and take you guys along for that. Got a bunch of safety squat stuff today. The last couple of days, I must have did something to bother my collarbone, because when I fractured my collarbone when I was in college, and the last couple of days, I don't know what I did to it, but it's absolutely throbbing right now. Probably last 12 hours, I've been icing it. So safety squat bar today, a bunch of accessories, and then we gotta go to the office, have a lot of work to do. So we're gonna go in here, hit a nice leg day. The gym is really, really packed. We're gonna fight for every single bench and every single rack, and then we're gonna go home, go to bed. So let's do it. All right, so for my leg extensions, I'm doing 3 separate weights per set. So there's 4 sets of 10, 10, 10. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start on 90, do my 10, drop set to 80, do my 10, drop set to 70, do my 10, then take a minute rest between. So it's 4 sets. So there's 3 separate intervals of 10 per set, 4 rounds. This year in the CrossFit Games, athletes did 250 step ups and step overs, pyramid style. We only have 4 boxes, so we're missing 1 more box, so I did it an up and over. 10-minute AMRAP. Fucking lost count, so I don't know, but had a ruck on, 75 pounds. Next week we'll do 100. Good workout. That's better today. The Coros is tracking my heart rate with the heart rate monitor on my arm. But it's not actually being uploaded to anything, it's just for me to track it. Kevin and Lance to track it. The Garmin is being tracked. It's basically tracking everything and inputting into all my training logs. The Coros is basically just for me. The more data that I can collect the next 52 weeks, the better, more information I have. I'll never buy a Whoop though, so if you're from Whoop and you're watching this, it's just not for me. I'm not a subscription guy, I'm a buy once, cry once. So we're not doing the Whoop subscriptions. We are back here at Graham Hills. Like I said a couple videos ago, Graham Hills is pretty much gonna be like my spot where I'm doing a majority of my trail running or majority of my running in general at. I've gotten really familiar with this set of trails that we've been, going through the last couple episodes. So it's a great run. Great weather today as well. We stopped at 7-Eleven, got Pop-Tarts, got Mountain Dew, got Lay's chips. We got Transparent Labs, Hydrate, pre-workout. We got Ryan here testing out his Moon Shoe Hokas. We have 2 laps today, so around 4 to 8 miles, so we should pop out like 5 miles-ish with 2 laps. Gonna be putting in the Ultraflies today. Gonna put them through the ringer. My Zagamas got eaten yesterday by Ranger. The gator got eaten off. So probably stop by Nike, see what else they have there to replace those, because I really, really do like those for everyday training. I'm kind of trying not to run these today as hard, or I don't want to keep using these as much. But like I said, 4 to 8 today, a couple laps in, and I'm excited. This is probably our best weather day since we've been training here. So gonna get in there, get after it, and I'll see you guys after this first loop. one loop in, sub 30 minutes for one loop. We did about 11-minute pace per mile, so that's pretty good. I think my fastest in here is like 10, something a little bit more than 10 minutes. Trail feels good, nothing wet, very dry, a bunch of bikers in there. So we were joking with one guy, we got to the top that we almost beat him. Again, the Garmin, the Coros, off. Yeah, they're just completely off. This is almost like half a mile now off compared to the Garmin. We have one more loop. So I said to Ryan in the trails, the Ultraflies will be kind of like, will probably be my race day shoe, which I want to put a lot of miles in this shoe compared to the Zagamas. But one thing that I noticed was they have the Zoom X. They have a lot of cushion. The carbon plate actually helps a lot, so you don't feel as much. But on the flip side, there were a bunch of rocks and a bunch of roots where I would hit them and feel like I would bust an ankle out just because of how much return there is and how stiff they are compared to the Zagamas, where it doesn't have a carbon plate and it kind of like absorbs that. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. You want shoes that are soft, that protect that are soft and keep your feet comfortable. But this flip side, you know, you want something hard that's going to protect your feet. So only thing I noticed with the Ultraflies, but so far I love these. One more loop, smash a Pop-Tart, and then let's go. Ryan only fell one time. All right? One ball. And the shirt is still there.
Is it?
Still there. We're gonna keep going every episode to keep people updated. 'Cause every time I run by it, I'm like, my shirt. The first run that we ever did here, I left my shirt in the middle of the trail. It's been like a week now. It's still there. It'll be there probably forever.
Like 2 weeks.
All right. Let's get back in there. Finish one more mile. One more loop. Kick out about 5. Tuesday workout done, 5 miles, actually 5:05 in the trail, 13 average pace. It's actually pretty good. It's good. That's good pace, especially in here. Total 1 hour 5 minutes of work time. My legs are fried from that step up buy-in we did last night with the ruck. So I had a bunch of weak ankles, so I'm not gonna blame the shoes, but I had a bunch of ankle slippage. Ryan can attest. I think at one point I probably twisted both ankles, like laughing, and then I kept twisting them. But legs feel great. My legs are just a little tired. Other than that, I think this is my last run in Graham Hills this week. I go down to South Carolina this week, train there, take you guys on my runs there. Yeah, that's it. I had a good run. My body feels great. I'm excited to finish off the week. We'll probably have a Friday long run down in South Carolina, not even here. So that'll be a cool experience. Yeah. Is this the end of the video? All right, so that's gonna do it for this workout. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys subscribe and comment down below if you have any questions. We'll take a look at them and get back to you. We'll see you guys next week, next video.